So, legislation and advocacy always super important. So, anything exciting going on in Colorado these days?
Colorado's got a lot of good things going for it. Pharmacists can do a lot. We can prescribe in various categories that a lot of states can't. And I just learned yesterday that some states still don't allow their pharmacists to vaccinate. It's like, oh my gosh, like that is so unfortunate. And so, again, how can we kind of pull together and just move pharmacy as a whole forward? We've met with some local staffers, for some House of House of Representatives, and just educated them on PBM transparency and provider status and things like that. And it's crazy when you start to describe what is happening to just all of pharmacy, and specifically independent pharmacy. It's like they are just mind blown when you talk about DIR fees, when you talk about underwater claims, and like, yeah, like, do you know of any other business that loses money to sell you something? And you don't go into a store and expect that store to lose money to sell you something and or provide a service. And so, because again, circling back to how bad pharmacy experience across the country is in general, because most people are using chain pharmacy, it's now is a great time to talk about how independent pharmacies can be different. And
Yeah.
hey, we have sync, we have day packs, we have all these niche products in the front end that are probably higher quality, and all these services that we can do. And of course, chain pharmacies are trying to do all those services too. But do you want to wait in line for 2 hours, or do you want to show up and the store be closed? And so um, when you talk to these individuals, they're definitely open, because they're like, yeah, I just was at pharmacy such and such, and they were closed, or now was the fifth time I went back after them texting me it was ready and it's still not ready. And so again, great time to transfer patients in, and a great time to talk to policymakers.
Yeah. Recently, we had Kevin Duane from Panama Pharmacy down in Florida join us. And back on May 23rd, he was at the hearing for the third party prescription drug programs. And it was a really, really great meeting to watch on C-SPAN. And, Buddy Carter had some great lines there. And it was a really fun article that the testimony that Kevin Duane delivered. So I think we actually linked that in our in his episode too. So you're right. When those representatives hear the firsthand stories, they are often shocked and appalled.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yep. And it's like, man, all these rural community pharmacies, like, how are they supposed to survive? And then how is that a good thing to, only allow mail order, or only allow, something that's not going to work for a local community? It's like, man, we got to, encourage, or there's got to be some changes to make it sustainable for independent pharmacies, especially those in rural communities, for the patients they serve.